I told everyone yesterday, I said, guys, we got to peep who starts defending Diddy. Drop a one if you was at my show yesterday on my main channel. One thing I said yesterday, I said at this point, with all of the evidence, it really ain't no more hope for Diddy. Listen, at this point, you couldn't even try to defend Diddy if you wanted to, because it's just so much evidence, and this ain't even everything. They coming with more in this indictment. So I said yesterday, I said I want y'all to really pay attention on the people who start coming out defending Diddy, because at this point, they telling on themselves. They're going to be implemented in something with Diddy. Now, listen, I never thought to myself, Boosie is going to go down with Diddy, because yesterday we kept saying that Diddy ain't going down by himself. And guess what? I'm so shocked today, because it's like, how didn't I see this? How didn't I see that, you know what? Boosie is so tight with Diddy, and Diddy got dirt on Boosie. Diddy got dirt on Boosie. And I'm going to tell you some people, these guys' lyrics is their own downfall. Who remember the Boosie song, Wipe Me Down, 'Cause I'm on. Wipe Me Down, 'Cause I'm on. Drop a 2 in the chat room if you remember that song that Boosie made with Webby. Wipe me down, 'cause I'm on. Wipe me down. I'm on. Wipe me down. That's one of his biggest hits. Drop a 2 if you remember that song. That's one of Boosie's biggest hits. Come on with the 2s, man. Drop a 0 if you don't. Drop 2s if you remember Wipe Me Down, man. The lyrics that he spit was, just left New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy, finna blow past 50. I'm gonna put them up on the screen. These were Boosie's lines. These were Boosie's lines. So people, it don't take a lot. All you got to do, right? Because you got to realize that don't nobody and they mama want to be around Diddy right now. If you care anything about yourself and your family, you would distance yourself from Diddy. Guess what? Jay-Z is a smart man. You see that Jay-Z sitting back and he distancing himself. See, Jay-Z smart. And you know why Jay-Z have the luxury to distance himself from Diddy right now? Because I'm going to tell you like this. I don't think Diddy got no dirt on Jigga. I don't think Diddy got no dirt on Jay-Z. I don't think Diddy got no dirt on 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Jay-Z were the smartest motherfuckers to hang around Diddy. I'm going to just put this on the table. 50 Cent had a lot of boss niggas around him, CEOs. And out of everybody around Diddy, 50 Cent and Jay-Z were smarter than the rest of them guys. They knew about Diddy's tactics. And let's just say Diddy ain't smarter than everybody. Jay-Z and 50 Cent weren't dumb enough to allow Diddy to get no dirt on him, which is why 50 Cent control Puff Daddy all he want. Don't you know how many people would like to troll Puff Daddy, but they can't? They got to defend him because they know they've been to a party. Oh my God! Gotta realize that the only men that's defending Diddy right now are compromised with him. You got to realize, people, ain't no man out here that's just willingly to defend Diddy right now just because that's my nigga. Don't you know that Gene Deal, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, all four of those guys were way tighter with Diddy than Boosie will ever be. So the question would be, why is Boosie going so hard for Diddy and his best right-hand men who would have given their life for Diddy is turned on him? Because I'm going to tell you something. You got to look at what these four people got in common. Diddy ain't got no dirt on Gene Deal. Diddy ain't got no dirt on 50 Cent. Diddy ain't got no dirt on Jay-Z. Diddy ain't got no dirt on Dame Dash. None of them four dudes who are really Diddy's A1 niggas, like day one dudes. None of them dudes right there is even checking for Diddy right now. And them his men, them his mans in them. Don't you know Dame Dash ain't never been in a compromised situation with Diddy? None of them. See, everybody that's distancing themselves from Diddy, throwing them under the bus, leaving them alone, Diddy ain't got no dirt on them. And you a smart man if Diddy ain't got no dirt on you, and based on what Diddy going through right now, to get yourself around his ass. All of the smart guys who Diddy ain't got no dirt on, they out the way, they ain't even involved, they ain't even talking about it. And that's what you call a wise man. On the other hand, all of the people that was compromised and that they implemented with Diddy, they're defending him even when he at his lowest point. It ain't even then you can defend no more. It's because they going down. They're implemented some kind of way. Because remember, Meek Mill was slyway defending him at one point. Usher was defending him. Tariq Nasheed defended him, and we know Tariq Nasheed was connected with a lot of people who, even if Diddy ain't got no dirt on a person, if you know you was close to Diddy at some point in your life, you're paranoid. You're wondering what the hell, I don't know where cameras was that night. Like, you don't know what the hell Diddy got on you. It's a very stressful position to be in if you know you've got your freak on in a Diddy party. They're investigating this on sex charges. This ain't no murder charges or nothing. That means if you was present in one of these freak-offs, this is a RICO case. They're saying, how do we know Diddy was the only black CEO in charge of these freak-offs? So they finna take down a lot of successful black men. And I don't care nothing about it. You niggas are too freaky. The white man have always came and take our shit because black men be thinking with they dicks too much. If you go online right now and put in dating coach, we gonna be the main people pop up with any kind of sexual stuff. If you put in twerking, our women gonna pop up. Anything sexual and dating and pussy and penis, black people is at the top of that. And because we so over-sexualized as black people, I see so many black men fall because of their penis. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at Kobe Bryant. Look at what P. Diddy going through right now. And at the root of it, you can't blame nothing but that black men are sexually out of control. Niggas can work their whole life and build billion-dollar enterprises and throw it away just for sexuality. Just for some damn freak-offs, nigga, freak-offs. The black man is the only man I know that'll fuck his whole damn empire away. Literally, fuck it all away. But Boosie is now defending Puff Daddy, and this was his lyrics. When he was in New York City and he hooked up with P. Diddy, I want to know what they was doing because he didn't make no song with him. What was Boosie doing with P. Diddy in New York that made Boosie tell 50 Cent, I'm about to blow past you? Y'all ain't putting the pieces together, man. Because you got to realize 50 Cent is clowning Puff Daddy right now. 50 Cent been a real one. You got to put the pieces together, y'all. 50 Cent and Puff Daddy, yep, they was cool. But I don't know what happened between 50 Cent and Puff Daddy, but they became worse enemies like him and Rick Ross. And I believe 50 Cent just got tired of Diddy. Like, nigga, you's a creep, you's a weirdo, and guess what? I'm not scared of you like all these other niggas. See, that's the thing. A lot of niggas got to play along with Diddy. 50 Cent ain't one of them, dog. You can't get gangster with him like he ain't got the same kind of firepower Diddy got. These niggas in the same tax bracket. 50 might have a little bit more money than Diddy because he did that Coca-Cola deal. And, you know, 50 got a damn good deal when he went to the West Coast. But you got to realize 50 Cent and Diddy been beefing for a while. Now, Boosie and Diddy was partying together. Boosie threw this up in 50 Cent's face. Boosie know 50 Cent and Puff Daddy don't like each other. So what did Boosie say after the P. Diddy line? He said, just left New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy. I'm about to finna blow past 50. Because during this time, 50 Cent was killing the game. 50 Cent was killing shit. You feel what I'm saying? Boosie was taking sides. Boosie was letting 50 know, like, yeah, nigga, I'm partying with Diddy. So you know I'm about to come for your spot. Because during this time, Diddy was still that nigga. It ain't like 50 Cent was just killing shit. Diddy still was that nigga too. You know. And Diddy still had a lot of pull during this time where if you partying with him, you going to the top of the charts. So Boosie was throwing that in 50 Cent face because 50 Cent was at the top of the charts, but he was doing it without partying with Diddy. You know how 50 Cent did it? Like how Tupac did it. Tupac moved to the West Coast and was dealing with them Jews over there on the West Coast. Because on the East Coast, they got politics. And the politics on the East Coast is what I like to call Bambaataa politics. On the East Coast, it's a lot of booty play. It's a lot of gay gangsters. It's a lot of P. Diddy energy on the East Coast. You got to remember, this is where Prince Hall Freemasonry come from. This is where the black fraternities started at. Come on now. We're not going to play with it that the founding fathers, those early niggas that was making that first hip hop music, they dress feminine. YMCA. YMCA. Come on, man. Hip hop was influenced by the disco scene. And in the disco scene, let's just say, this is what the dudes was wearing in the disco days, y'all. Yeah. We can just give you an idea of disco niggas back. You don't know the energy where hip hop come from, so I gotta show you at you young boys. This is all humor. Don't try this shit at home. But this is disco shit right here. A black man can wear this outside if he do the disco shit. And you gotta imagine a nigga up under a disco ball. YMCA, you know what I'm saying? YMCA, hold on. And guess what? This is a tie-dyed shirt. Listen. Not only I'm putting the knot right there, listen, imagine that this shirt is tie-dyed, right? YMCA. YMCA. Yeah, this is the, see, people don't know that this was early hip hop style. They gonna say, no, it wasn't Sanchez. That was the disco dudes. No, dog. I can show you right now old hip hop videos where them dudes got on short shirts that hang like this. Tell me I'm lying. I'll pull it up right now. They was wearing short shirts like that. Like what the, I'm finna pull it up, the belly showing shirts. You think I'm lying? I ain't gonna lie. Watch this. Somebody sent me pictures of this thing. Listen here. Drop a one. Y'all know that I ain't lying. Then they used to do this here with the shirts in the disco days, y'all. Didn't they do that? So check it out. Hip hop, all the East Coast hip hop scene always had this rumors and stigmas. And remember, I'm giving you the history of how they come from the disco influence. Now, you got to pay attention to these two lines, people, because Boosie telling, think about this, right? And I'm finna play some of Boosie videos. At this point, Boosie ain't saying Diddy ain't guilty. He's saying where all of his people at to defend him when he down. Now think of how stupid that is, right? Just cause Diddy was my man's, I work for him and all that, do that mean I got to fall in a sinking ship? Do that mean I got to stand by a dude who we know is practicing immorality? Right? And Boosie trying to force black men to defend Diddy because they benefited from him in some way. And it's so disgusting. It show you the kind of person Boosie is, that he won't stand on nothing. I don't care what a nigga did for you. If that man paperwork messed up and it ain't good and he done compromised himself in a demeaning way, a man got the right to separate from him to maintain your own respect as a man. And I don't care what that man did for you, not unless you saying you for sale. Some of these people ain't for sale, Boosie. They don't give a damn what Diddy did for them. They gonna do what's right as a man because they ain't for sale. We finna play some of the stuff that Boosie saying, but I'm just letting y'all know Boosie always favored Diddy. Boosie has always favored Diddy for years. And you gotta think Boosie the kind of nigga he's over sexual. One thing Boosie and Diddy got in common, they some freaky niggas too. All right. Now, Boosie always been cool with Diddy. And people say Boosie a real nigga and all that. And I ain't gonna say he ain't. I'm just gonna say, how is this a good look for Boosie, man? We know that Diddy reputation right now among any real nigga, you separating yourself from this. That man that done too much stuff to where you can't respect him as a man no more, bro. Men, black men, we got to stand on something. We got to be willing to disown one of our own because that brother's foul. That way we don't let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch. We showing the world as black men, no, we don't stand with Puff Daddy. Hell no. And we don't condone any of the foul stuff that he was doing. We don't condone a half a pallet of KY jelly and baby oil. Yeah, we don't condone. And Boosie coming out saying, we all freaks, we all doing it. Bro, you telling on yourself. You need to take that stuff down, bro. Because you projecting now. Boosie coming out saying, y'all letting them take this black man down for something that we all do. We all get a little freaky every now and then. See, bro, you telling on yourself. Not the kind of freaky that Diddy get. Bro, this man had 1,000 bottles of KY jelly. You get that freaky, Boosie? You can relate to that? We got to draw the line and say, hell no, that nigga by himself, y'all do what you do with him. Unless I believe Boosie got some dirt on his hand. You know, that's what I think. It really looks bizarre now at this point to defend Diddy with everything, with all the evidence coming out. But then you got to ask yourself, why would I defend Diddy? Well, if I'm paranoid and I think that Diddy may have something on me, then you damn right I'm going to defend Diddy. You damn right I'm going to defend Diddy. If I partied with Diddy before, and I don't know what Diddy got of me, and I know I did some freaky shit to one of these women at a Diddy party, and I know Diddy got cameras everywhere, I just don't know what he got of me, then I ain't gonna lie, I would be defending Diddy right now. I'll be saying, man, y'all gonna let this black man go down, y'all doing that, because guess what? I know eventually my name about to come up. And even if my name don't come up, I'm paranoid. I'm worried that my name gonna come up. See, anybody that ain't worried because they know they ain't done no freaky shit with Diddy, they can troll him, they can joke on him like 50 Cent doing. They can be out the way and not even defend him, even though they was his homeboy, like what Jay-Z doing and Dame Dash doing. You know why they got the luxury of doing that? Because Diddy ain't got no dirt on them. If Diddy got some dirt on you and you ain't defending him right now, you a fool. You're a fool, because you defending Diddy right now is you basically begging him, bro, please don't take me down with you. Please don't. I hope the dirt, or that's number one. And number two is when it do come out, because the feds got all these videotapes that rapper number 2 was with Diddy at a party. He get to say, he already got y'all primed up to look at this like it's just another black man they taking down. And see, what y'all gotta realize, why a lot of people are scared, like Boosie and a lot of more people who've been partying it up with Diddy. What you got to realize is why these people are scared is because of those 4 alphabets that they just mentioned, bro. I knew yesterday during that conference when that man said this is a RICO case, I said, ooh, we finna hear a lot of hit dogs holler. See, when they announced yesterday that Diddy's case is a RICO case, that means that they are vigilantly looking for other black CEOs that was at these parties.
Oh my God!
They telling you right there, Diddy ain't going down alone, because some of you other powerful black men who was partying with him, y'all got to take some responsibility too, because you knew what was going on. You knew he had trafficked women. He was flying out sex workers from this state to the party, and you partaked in sex with them. That's a crime. And that's why Boosie is saying right now, that's messed up, man. Just because a brother flew a whore, Boosie, he crashing out. Boosie saying these was prostitutes, man. So you telling me if I fly a prostitute from one state to another one, yes, that's trafficking, dummy. And Boosie is telling on himself right now, he damn near snitching on himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they start investigating Boosie right now. I'm serious, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I do think that the law is stupid. That if I want to fly a prostitute from one state to another one to meet me at that's a crime. I do think that that's dumb. But guess what? It's still the law, nigga. And I wouldn't dare go be publicly talking like how Boosie talking. Hell no. It's cringe, bro. It's creepy. It's creepy. I ain't gonna lie, it is kind of bogus. Like, okay, I meet this OnlyFans chick. She live in Wisconsin. I fly her to Mississippi for the very purpose of getting it on. That's sex trafficking. And you know why this is a crime? It's because the powers that be want to regulate all monetary exchanges. So if weed is legal in Las Vegas, but if I move some weed from Las Vegas to let's say Colorado, that's drug trafficking. Even though weed is legal in Las Vegas and is legal in Colorado, the charge is I'm moving a controlled substance. Traveling with it is the trafficking part. So you would get drug trafficking. Sex, prostitution is a controlled act in America, meaning that just like drugs, prostitution is regulated too in America, meaning you can go to jail for soliciting prostitution, and you can go to jail for soliciting drugs. So if I move any kind of controlled activity from state line to state line with the purpose of trade, sale, that's going to be regulated to the highest degree. That is literally them trying to control what's called the black market. If they didn't regulate that, then it'll just be, drugs will be in places they don't want them at. So they trying to keep boundaries among, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I mean, that's just a way to look at it in a nutshell, right? Person may say, these are two grown-ups doing what they want to do with their body. You know, if she want to fly down there and do that, boom, boom, boom. But the law is saying prostitution takes place in regulated environments. Like in Las Vegas, right? You can literally go to a brothel. It's legal. They got legal prostitution. So in their mind, this is how they regulate it, just like with marijuana dispensaries. So what they saying is, if the government gonna regulate sex and drugs, which they are doing, most people don't know that, brother, the government regulating sex, you don't live in Nevada, so shut up. In my state, gambling is legal, prostitution is legal. Things that may not be legal in your state, this Sand City that I live in. So, yeah, you can go legally buy you some cooter in Vegas. Not in Vegas, but in Nevada. They got legal brothels. You go up in there, they give you a menu with women in it. Sorry, a little stretching there. I want a stand-up desk for real because this sitting down all the time been making my lower back really hurt. I swear. But let's get back on topic. The people that you're going to see defending Diddy are going to be people that know they've done some partying with him. It's common sense, folks. Boosie is in too deep with the man. Just left one of his hit songs. He can never, ever delete this. This was his hit song. Just left New York City and hooked up with P. Diddy. And you didn't say what y'all did. See, one of Boosie fans, they asked him about that. They asked him about that.
I ain't never seen so many black people happy for a downfall. I don't hear none of them who was at Diddy shit toasting with that champagne every year, having speeches with, man. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing.
Because how you going to speak up for a man that's done all this sick stuff that he's being accused of? And that's what I'm saying about Boosie. He should have shut up, man. Because guess what? Boosie look like a broke nigga right now who compromised to get to where he at. I'm just saying. Boosie look like a nigga with no morals. Who just saying, if this man fed you and popped champagne with you, you should stand by him to the end. Nigga, you a goddamn lie. Yeah, I'm loyal to a nigga who feed me and all that, but when I find out that this nigga is on some sodomizing men, when you think about what Diddy did to Usher and Justin Bieber when they was young boys, he sent Usher to the hospital. And listen, Boosie don't care about none of that. All Boosie talking about is the champagne, the money, and all that. Even though Boosie know what we know about how horrible a person P. Diddy is. Boosie saw the Cassie tapes. Boosie saw how he did Cassie. Boosie know everything everybody else know and more about how much of a monster P. Diddy is. You feel me? But all Boosie remember is the champagne, the bright lights. And Boosie is the worst kind of human being. Because Boosie the kind of dude, you can be a pedophile around Boosie, long as you popping champagne with him, long as you feeding him, long as you kicking out some money to Boosie and we in the spotlight, we living it up, we dripping in Louis and Gucci, we popping the rosé. Long as all that is true, Boosie don't care what kind of man you are. You can be touching children. You can be gay. You can be everything that Diddy was. Boosie don't care. He'll shake your hand. He'll be your friend. Long as the money right. And that's what I'm saying about that ain't really what a man is. As a black man, money can't compromise our values and what we stand on. That's how our image get tainted. That's how people keep saying a black man will do anything for money, even suck a cock. Look at all these black dudes putting dresses on for money for the white man. We're telling the whole world we don't care. This is what the black man telling the whole world. It don't matter how gangster I am, I still will suck a cock if the price is right. That's what we telling the world, because Diddy didn't go around acting flamboyant. He didn't have bent wrist energy. Diddy moved like a real gangster. Diddy standing up right here with Young Jeezy and Boosie. These are two men that's feared in the hood. Diddy didn't go around switching his hips and moving like a gay dude. Diddy literally moved like an OG. If you was in his presence, you wouldn't feel no gay energy until he started hitting you with that, come on, daddy, that shit. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You got to start looking at this other kind of gay guy who's not flamboyant, who's not got the bent wrist energy. He's really tough. Like, let me tell you something about where I live at, man. In Alabama, see, we like brothers and sisters with Atlanta. You know, Atlanta is like an hour and a half from Birmingham, where I'm from and shit. That's like a Atlanta and Birmingham, right? You know the vibes of Atlanta. If you don't know the vibes of Atlanta, let me just give you a little bitty idea. The vibes of Atlanta is you got gangster ass niggas. I'm talking about they gangster now. Don't. This what y'all gotta realize. Being gay in some places don't mean you ain't gangster. It's like that in New York too. To where it just like, bro, I'm telling you right now, and if it's some New York niggas in the chat, put a one. It's some gay gang members in some of these tough gangs that ain't no nigga gonna challenge them either. And niggas know that they gay, but you ain't gonna play with them either. Cause they really putting in work, nigga. And they got straight dudes scared. See, you gotta quit thinking gay mean I can beat this dude up. Because this dude gay, that mean I'm tougher than him. You gonna get yourself killed like that. You're gonna get yourself killed. Listen, This is a new kind of gay culture is what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You got some real niggas that'll murder you and they'll be sucking a dick the next night. And they can walk through the streets and people in their hood can know that they sexuality, that nigga bisexual. And you ain't gonna play with them either. And you ain't gonna play with them either. Listen, I'm just saying though, we got to tell our people this because we got this crazy, we got this one stereotype of gay. And if you don't know this part, you won't even be able to get into this rap game and this music industry, the deep shit about it, what I'm about to reveal to you. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, you got a lot of guys, they don't act gay. They don't talk gay. If you was sitting around them, nigga, you'll be like, damn, this nigga a killer, and you would be right. But that don't mean he ain't got a sexuality that, you know what I'm saying? And that's very common. It's very common. Okay? And not only dudes get a pass for being gay if they're a killer, in the hood, niggas can know that you snitched. And if you a killer, they ain't gonna be calling you no snitch nigga. Just like they ain't gonna be saying, you gay ass nigga. They know who to play that with. See, they call that to the dude with the bent wrist energy. But you gotta keep in mind, it's some niggas they scared of that's gay. This shit crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. So, I'm bringing all that up to say, how did we get to this place as black men to where you can have some real tough guys, but they still do homosexual acts? It's because guess what? Believe it or not, y'all, a lot of these gangsters are so thirsty for money that you got to think about it, man. They're being offered millions of dollars. You know, you got to think some of these tough guys and gang members, they don't really love theyself anyway. They only care about living it up and getting what they want like a baby before they die and doing all the things they want to do. They don't care how they get to the top for real. You know, you got to think if a person in a gang is willing to tie your whole family up, your wife and kids, and shoot everybody in the head, grape your wife in front of the husband before they kill you, type stuff. These people are extreme and they're evil. And you think that they got a moral compass or some sort of dignity for themselves as a man. This new gang culture is money will justify anything. It'll justify your whole family getting wiped out. So what make you think the money won't justify that tough guy sucking a cock? You better quit playing with yourself. Like it's really like, I ain't gonna give y'all this fantasy land that you want to think about when you think of the rap game and the gangster culture. I'm going to give you the hard truth reality of what's really going on. And I'm sorry if it kills your dream of what you thought these gangsters were and these rappers were, but a lot of these guys, they really not like that. Well, they like that. I mean, they will kill you. They are gangsters, but they more than that too, is what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is quit looking at gangsters like, oh yeah, that nigga wouldn't dare do no gay shit. Y'all is looking at the gay shit like, you looking at it wrong. Like I said, if you live in Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. It's some niggas that'll blow your damn brains out. And yeah, they gay. They don't act like it. They ain't got no bent wrist energy and shit. They dress like street niggas. You know, It's weird. Every gay dude ain't like that. And that's what I'm saying with a lot of this. I'm not saying Boosie gay, because I know what it looked like. I'm just saying him and Diddy hooked up, right? Him and Diddy hooked up, and he thought whatever. Boosie was under the impression that him hooking up with Diddy was gonna allow him to blow past 50. And a lot of people know that if I can party with Diddy, my career gonna go further than yours. See, you gotta realize something. I'm highlighting 2 lines for you that Boosie said. And you don't know the importance of those 2 lines if you ain't a real hip hop head. See, I was born, listen, I'm a real hip hop head. I've been in this industry a while. I'm not in the industry, but a student of it. I was pursuing it. And I can tell you that that's a stunt right there. Put it this way. Back in the day, right? Back in the day, if you was in the music industry and you know everybody competing with each other, you telling the other artists, hey, my album gonna be higher on the charts than yours. You know it's competitive. Back in those days, if you had the opportunity to go to a Puff Daddy party, that was a stunt. That was something to brag about back in them days. Meaning that if you partied with P. Diddy, you wanted the whole world to know, I partied with Diddy. You put it in your rap lyrics, just like Boosie did. Just left New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy. That people would be jealous of you because you partied with Diddy. Because everybody knew the people that went to the Diddy party, they song is gonna move to the top of the chart. That was a floss on the other artists. Look, man, nigga, I partied with Diddy. This is how today everybody don't like Diddy. I get it. I know today Diddy is different. Diddy got a bad reputation. But to you youngsters, Diddy used to be the man. Diddy used to be that nigga, so much so that Sanchez used to rock Sean John clothes. We got to go back in time, man. Diddy used to be the man. And if you was able to party with Diddy, let's say you was a young artist, you was trying to break into the music game. Guess what you was trying to do? Get to a Puff Daddy party. You think I'm lying? See, the Puff Daddy parties got a bad rep today. But back in the day, everybody and their mama, even me, even most of my chat room, they gonna lie to you right now because of what P. Diddy going through now. But back in the day when see, people acting funny today. They forget how Puff Daddy got rich, right? Because we was buying his clothes and music. It's okay, man, to admit to it that I listen to a lot of R. Kelly. I love me some R. Kelly music. See, I'm not a guy that just because R. Kelly got a bad rep today, I'm not going to go back in time and say he was that nigga back then. Because it's a teaching moment. And the teaching moment is this. Puff Daddy had a bunch of parties to introduce new artists, new talent, and artists that was in the game. It was a way to network to even be, because at these parties, you would basically get pushed more. Because you networking at these parties, right? At these parties, they basically playing everybody music who at the party. So when Boosie's song come on at the freak off, everybody like, oh shit, we fucking with that. And Diddy tell Boosie, look, we gonna put a little bit more money behind your shit with the label. It's just an extra check if you dare to network. But the whole catch is you're now can possibly be implemented in a RICO case. Nobody that was partying with Diddy trying to benefit from networking knew that later on you was practicing a crime that later was gonna get you caught up in a RICO case. All of them was saying this is a win-win. Beautiful girls, an opportunity for more money, how can I lose, man? I'm at a P. Diddy party. I can't go nowhere but up after this party. And them were the good old days. Them were the good old days. Even then, women were getting smacked up. Women were getting drugged by their hair. Women were getting drugged by their substances. And there was a lot of wild behavior. Age was nothing but a number, so a lot of underage activity and a youth around drugs. It was just, but see, back in the day, it was more loose, if you will. And as time moved on and the laws get tighter, some people don't know how to evolve. That's just like when Bill Cosby went down. You had a lot of people saying, but Quaaludes is normal. We always giving women Quaaludes, and I'm like, boy, you better shut.
Oh my God!
These niggas crazy. You stand out like a sore thumb, bro, because you don't realize times is changing. And that a lot of chaotic shit we used to do, people ain't going for that no more. And it's a good thing. It's a lot of things that the last generation did that was reckless and out of control that I'm not really mad at that the law cracking down on it today, because I realized, yeah, we was out of control. Women was singing about getting drugged up. They didn't want to remember what happened. Now, what I want my daughter, we talk shit about Sexy Red today. But in my time, women, we had women rapping about getting slipped a Mickey, or women volunteering to be drugged up and taken advantage of. So we're hypocrites when we just talk crap about Sexy Red. We had Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, bro. It was even more worse in our time than Sexy Red. You're not gonna make Sexy Red no big ass boogeyman, because in Sexy Red time, the women ain't rapping about getting drugged and shit. They just rapping about eating booty and they being real nasty sexually. Right? Very nasty, just gross sexuality. But you gotta think, in our time, we was literally rapping about slipping Mickeys to women and shit, drugging motherfuckers. 8Ball and MJG got a line where he talking about drugging a woman. It was common. So I'm saying all that to say, we grew up a certain way. And the way we grew up, it wasn't right. All right? The way we grew up wasn't right, man. Yeah, you understand? And now that the work, see, America raised us a certain way so they can come and convict you on it later. And when they convict you on it, you'll be like Boosie. Man, what's wrong with flying a prostitute from this state to that state, man? What's so wrong with that? Everything wrong with it today. People, black men, got to realize times are changing. And that the way they raised us, the whole world is going to cancel black people. Because the barbaric music, the toxic shit that the devil gave us, they're now condemning it now. These people made you a monster. And when you walk around and say, rah, they're making that a crime now. Does that make sense? They made you into a monster, and then later they made it a crime for you to say, rah. And monsters are gonna, rah. They made you into a dog, and now they gonna write you tickets every time you bark. And you gonna say, what's wrong with saying, roo, 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 I'm a dog, man? What's wrong with that? How is that a crime? Because I barked. That's a crime now. And you need to realize that your animal behavior has been a crime. They just weren't convicting you for it then. See, these people like to let they meal get good and fat before they eat it. Think about if I let all these black men spend years building up their empires and making billions of dollars worth of empires in the music game. And at some point, I can just come confiscate all them labels and RICO cases and withdraw my motherfucking. This is why we work so hard and we have nothing. Don't you know that there were several industries that we spearheaded as a people, multi-billion-dollar industries that we don't own no more? Sanchez, why we don't own it no more? The legal system that we in has found a way to confiscate everything we work for based upon our own immorality that it promotes. These white folks will let you get super rich doing all that foul shit. And they gonna transform society with different laws and a different mentality in the next generation. By the time this new generation come in, y'all are damn near billionaires, Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. But now that you done got so fat with your talents, your business savvy, the white man said, we can go take that anytime we want because we already got them niggas thinking that it's okay to practice underage sexuality. We got these black men thinking, what's wrong, man? Everybody slip mickeys to women. We all take advantage of women and give them a quaalude and have sex with them. See, the white man let you do all that evil shit for years and didn't do nothing about it. And you thought it was because it's okay that the white man don't care about me being a sexual deviant. The white man don't care about me being immoral. No, the white man just letting you work and get fat. He letting your empire get fat. And when the time right, he said, you know what, Puff Daddy worth a lot of money right now. Let's go and make a withdrawal with him. Let's go here. He's about worth a damn billion right now. Okay, let's go on Rico his dumb ass, because you know we've been letting him fuck all of these people. We've been knew about it, right? The feds always been knew about it. The feds are the type of people that will let a person go on killing. They'll be investigating a group and they won't even blow their investigation when the people killing each other. Did you know that? If the feds investigating you, they gonna let you do, they'll see you commit crimes, but they ain't gonna blow their investigation. Why? They wanna let these crimes build up so much that when they finally bust you, nigga, it's like, you're through. You're condemned. It's over. That's how the feds work. The feds will see you ordering murders and hits, and they'll let you keep killing people. They'll let the bodies pile up. And while your body's piling up, P. Diddy, Young Thug, guess what else piling up? Your money. Guess what these rappers are doing while they get more money? They bragging about the people that they killed.
Oh, my God.
And the white man letting them do it. See, just like Puff Daddy got dirt on everybody, the white man got dirt on all his niggas. See, one thing about this I got dirt on you game, can't nobody play that better than the white man. See, all of these black niggas got dirt on each other. They manipulate and control each other. And P. Diddy got more dirt on niggas than everybody. That's why he's the most feared. See, in the corporate America, it ain't necessarily who got the biggest army. Your army can be bigger than mine. But if I got a videotape that can get you knocked off, or if I got a videotape that can destroy your whole career, you know I can upload this videotape quicker than you can send a shooter at me, right? You gotta realize in a world where everybody got goons and everybody got guns, how do you make somebody scared of you? By saying, hey, I got a tape of you sucking cock, nigga. Remember, your whole empire is made off of you being some tough guy. And yeah, you got guns and gangsters. So do him, so do him, so do he, so do he. Everybody got guns and gangsters in the music game. Now this becomes a game of, because all of these niggas can't control each other with threats. Because think about it. Everybody's surrounded by a big ass army of niggas who about to crash out for them. So ain't nobody really scared of no gunplay and goon play. Because these dudes are so rich that they far away from the war anyway. And they got their goons on the front line. It's hard to have an edge in a situation like that. And that's why it becomes chess, not checkers. In Hollywood, in the music industry, if you want to win, guns and goons ain't gonna get you too far. Guess what's gonna get you far? Learning how to control people in high places. And guess how you do that? Give y'all a secret. These rich dudes' weaknesses are their vices. I'm gonna say that again. The way that you conquer a rich man is, remember, his vices. He like alcohol. He like sex. He like women. You can use that against him. How can you do that, Sanchez? P. Diddy showed you how. Even Prince Henry got a penis in between his legs. So P. Diddy used that against Prince Henry. We saw Prince Henry at a Diddy party. I don't care how rich you is, you get horny. You got some vices. And the devil will get up on you and find what your angle is, and he'll lure you with that. If it's women, if it's drugs, like what rich homie Quan died with, you got a vice. And that's what I'm telling you, black men, when you become successful, you really got to now be on your best moral behavior. But see, the black man is so dumb, we think it's just the opposite. We think because I got a lot of money, I can be a dickhead, I can be a jerk, I can treat the people around me like shit. All of P. Diddy's artists are broke. He beat down on his wife, Cassie. See, the more money a nigga get, he turns into a monster. But if you look at the white man, it's just the opposite. The more money he get, he turn into an angel. Think about what I'm saying. When the white man was at an all-time low, he was going around the world killing people and hanging people. He was very, very off the chain. But when the white man got what he wanted, when he got the land, when he got the people and conquered all that, he stopped. He became a pope. He became a good old white man, a presidential leader and shit, and he ain't doing, the white man now is trying his best to produce a positive image for the white man. He don't want to be known as a gangster, a colonizer, a KKK member, none of that, but just somebody that loves everybody. Deep inside, he's still colonizing the world. Black men don't know about that. We think, see, the more money that a black man get, the more louder he get, the more dumber he get, the more complacent he get, the more over-sexualized he get, the more drugs he get. Too much money for black men always lead to a nigga self-destructing. Niggas don't realize that the more money I get, the more humble I need to be. The more money I get, the less of it I need to show. The more money I get, the broker I need to play. The more money I get, the more of it I need to give to the people around me that really love me and are loyal to me, because them some real ones. And if I don't treat them right, then guess what? That's what Boosie is saying right now. Where everybody at who was around Diddy, they don't give a fuck about him because he didn't treat them right. Can't blame them people, man. If I work for Walmart and my boss is a jerk, I'm going to go to work every day. But when my boss get locked up and they bring in a new boss, I ain't going to cry about it. In fact, I'm going to celebrate it, and I'm going to talk shit to the new boss, and I'm going to say, yeah, that old motherfucker was a jerk anyway. I'm glad they locked his ass up. Let me tell you what he used to do, man. And that's what all Diddy staff is doing. Gene Deal doing it, all of his artists doing it, because guess what black men don't know? The way you treat your employees and the people in your staff, that's going to come back to bite you, man. These people know your secrets. They was in your parties, and you want to smack them around and talk shit to them, and then people going to say later, all them people that Diddy had working for him, why they ain't standing up for him? Because he was a shitty boss. You ought to learn from this, black men, that when the white man give you all that money and you use it to throw your weight around on your own people, when the white man take all that shit away from you, your own people ain't gonna be there to support you and all. I don't blame them either, nigga. Where all the people at that was round Puff. Why Black Rob? Well, look at what he did to Black Rob. Look at what about G-Dep. Man set his biggest artists up. Puff Daddy had Biggie Small set up to die. This man was his big, ain't that? Do you think somebody gonna be loyal and honorable and respectful to a boss that wasn't that way with them? See, Diddy bought all of his respect. And the moment his money was gone, all of his respect was gone from the people around him. He should have earned it. That's what I'm telling you, black men. You think that you saving time by just buying the pussy. You think you saving time by just buying that respect. See, a black man that buys respect ain't no different than a black man that leads with his money when he talking to women. You can't say that a man that's trying to get with a woman, he's leading with his woman, his wallet. He want that woman to respect him just because he got money. But guess what happened when his money run out? That bitch run out and that respect run out. See, you niggas, you think you smart, right? I'm trying to teach y'all something. And these niggas will tell you, man, I don't gotta earn nothing, nigga. I'm a rich nigga. I can buy respect. That's the same mentality that says, I don't gotta spit game to a woman. I can just pull out a knot and she gonna hop in the car. But the dude that spit game to the woman and earn her respect, guess what? She gonna still be with him even when he ain't got no money. He didn't pull out no money to get her. He just showed her his unique personality. And if he wasn't fronting, do you know how easy it is to just be yourself? That means he can get that woman to do what you trying to get her to do just by being himself. And you got to always pull out a big wad of money to get her respect. And you lose it when the money gone. If you miss buying her a Birkin bag for her birthday, she gonna frown up because you led with your money. And it's a dude out there that just cracking jokes to her, making her smile, and he beating that ass down. You showing up with the stack buying the bags and you saying it ain't tricking if you ain't got it. This is such a loser. That's the mentality of the average young nigga today. Money is just... I can throw money at anything and it's okay long as I throw the money at it. because they ain't been taught no better, that listen, young blood, it's some things you can't buy. It's certain things, if you didn't earn that shit, it ain't even worth having. The kind of respect that you got to buy ain't even worth having, because when your money run out, that shit gonna turn into disrespect and betrayal. Some things, if you ain't gonna earn it, don't even buy it. You just do without it, man. Because before I have to buy a nigga's respect, you know what I'll say? I'll just let that nigga disrespect me. Cool. If it costs money for your respect and your disrespect is free, I'm gonna go with the free shit. That mean when I'm around this dude, we just gonna be cussing each other out all day. And fuck you too, nigga, and I don't respect your bitch ass either. I ain't buying no respect. Hey, man, we can just disrespect each other. That's free, right? All right, then let's get the name calling, bitch. Let's go, pussy. Listen, I'm not buying no respect. We can just be disrespectful, my nigga. Before I reach in my pocket and buy your damn respect. We can just talk shit to each other every day.
When you're on top of the world, it's a celebration. When you're on the bottom, it's a denilation.
You hear this shit right here? Boosie is trying to act like Diddy was up and people was fucking with him. And when Diddy fell off, people ain't fucking with him. And it's not like that. It's that when Diddy was up, Diddy was fucking with people. Literally. We talking about a half a pallet of KY jelly. See, when Diddy was up, Diddy used his power to run a black sex cult and to sodomize black men and send them to the hospital to get their booty holes fixed. Instead of Diddy using his money to build up the black community, he used his money to destroy the black man's booty hole. Diddy didn't use his money to build up black men. Diddy used his money to get inside of black men. I don't think Boosie understand what Usher went through. I don't think Boosie understand how many times Justin Bieber had to say, ouch. You know, this ain't a man who everybody was popping champagne with when he was up, and when he fell down, we walked out on him. This is a man that was pouring champagne on everybody when he was on top of the goddamn mountain. Facts. You act like Diddy was at the top of the mountain. We was popping champagne with him. When Diddy was at the top of the mountain, he was popping champagne with rich white men and pouring that shit down on his black little people beneath him. Let's paint the right picture here of what happened, Boosie.
All with them suits on, with their cups up. Ain't nobody said nothing. Oh, man. All y'all motherfuckers used to have them champagne glasses on with them suits on for all these brunches and all this shit. Nobody got nothing nice to say. All these colleges got...
Bro, how we gonna say something nice about what happened at freak-offs? This man's whole downfall has been because he's thinking with his penis. Diddy is a learning lesson, not nothing to defend. Trying to defend Diddy is toxic at this point. We should be using Diddy as a learning lesson for young black men who's gonna get their money up and letting them know, listen, the more money you get, the more abstinence you need to practice. See, we teaching black men, the more money you get, the more hoes you can fuck, the more drugs you can use, the more niggas you can put the money on their head and get them killed and knocked off. And guess what? You got a RICO coming, buddy, very soon. They don't teach this to other races. Guess what happened in the mob, y'all? The white mob, the Italian mob, them white boys used to roll through the streets with Tommy guns, just like the black boys. They used to shoot everything up. Guess what the mob doing today? Asking you to go to the polls and vote. They're politicians with suits on now, nigga. You don't even know the mob today, nigga. Procter and Gamble. A lot of these corporate families. Let me tell you something, man. You can see the black mobs and mafias coming a mile away with the smoke coming up and the damn KY jelly, the baby oil, and the goons with the guns out saying, we're like a circus act. You can point our criminal organizations out a mob away because they look like a clown stampede. And then you got these other people, they gangster as hell too, but you'll never know it. They got suits on and shit, eating with motherfucking little handkerchiefs right here, nigga.
I built millions from this man. Ain't nobody got nothing nice to say. Shit.
I feel like Ball and G was the only one.
Boosie, you know how I feel about you defending Puff Daddy?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's how I feel.
Come on.
So yeah, man, like Boosie defending that man. And like I said, ain't nobody gonna defend Puff Daddy for no reason. If you could separate from him, you would. But I believe Boosie really scared. I believe Boosie scared. This is what Boosie said out of his mouth 3 months ago.
Well, you know, like LeBron, he unfollowed him. Shine spoke out against him. You know, and they're saying because Shine kind of implied that Diddy was the shooter in that case. And Shine took the rap.
Okay, he must have got paid a hefty pay.
That's what they say, but can you really pay off someone to do 10 years at the height of their career?
Yeah, if somebody money hungry, if you tell them you ain't gonna do them 10 years, you just gonna do 2 and you'll be home. Somebody will take a hefty bag of money. Money rule the world.
Then they get that 10 and now they're
then
stuck.
Then they get that money, after them 3 years, he stopped answering that phone.
Yeah? Yeah? Well, I remember you said, how come Diddy's friends aren't speaking up? Are you still saying that?
Kind of torn in between the two right now. Because I feel like his friends, they knew all along. How I am, bro, how I was raised, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, man. This what y'all gotta realize. How do Boosie know that P. Diddy's other friends knew all along? Because Boosie is one of P. Diddy's friends, and he knew. See, Boosie is projecting right now. Boosie is projecting right now. Boosie know that they know because he know. You got to realize that these friends of Diddy, Boosie up here talking like he ain't one of those friends that parted with Diddy. He's acting like he's trying to separate himself, but he's also still trying to defend Diddy because he know he's involved. But he's basically saying all of you other niggas know y'all involved too, so y'all need to be helping me defend Diddy because you know he got dirt on all of us. That's what's really going on. Read between the lines now. All right?
And I'm going to tell you this, a lot of people might not like this. I wouldn't give a damn if I beat my bitch. I'm still standing up for my partner. If he beat his bitch, that's they shit. That's how we was raised in the ghetto. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that when I saw my uncle beat his bitch, that I didn't want to hang around him.
See? Women. See? Here go Boosie saying that he don't care that P. Diddy beat up Cassie. And look, for him to justify this, you notice he didn't say the word woman. Why all of these men got to have bitches now? Because now it ain't so bad if a person saying, yeah, he beat his bitch or the pimp smacked his hoe. Women did. See, Boosie part of the problem. Boosie part of the problem. Did y'all hear what this man said? So I just told y'all this about Boosie. I said Boosie is the type nigga to where if you're getting money with Boosie, he don't care if you beat your woman. Boosie don't care if you abuse your children. I don't care what nobody say. A man that don't care that you in there beating the fuck out of your wife, giving her a black eye, and he's still hugging you saying, what up, my nigga? You ain't gonna tell me that he's gonna care if he see you abusing your children. Black men are willing to overlook a lot of immoral stuff just because we getting money with you. Look at what this man said. I don't care if he beating his bitch. And then the word bitch in this case. Why she gotta be a bitch? He's the bitch for putting his hands on a woman. Fact. When he ain't doing that to men, Diddy ain't giving no man a one-on-one fair fade. He got an entourage and shit with him. But when it come to them women, it's one-on-one with them. He's the bitch. I can't really rock with Boosie no more. I'm sorry. Because Boosie don't agree with a man beating. I've said Boosie don't mind that a man will beat his woman. I don't like that. I don't like that. I also got a lot of footage here of Boosie acting really sus. Okay? I do got some footage of Boosie acting suspect, real talk. I got video footage of Boosie moving like a woman with his body. Right? I ain't capping. Drop a one if y'all seen some of this stuff. All right? Let me see here. Hold on. I must have moved, hold on. I want y'all to see this clip real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Check this out.
That is fucked up! Get it out! That is fucked up!
And this ain't the only one now. I got other ones too. It's a lot of clips of Boosie doing a lot of little zesty stuff. And my thing is, you did hooked up with P. Diddy. Like, ain't all I'm saying is a dude moving like this will beat up a woman. To me, if you are a dude that beat women, you can't act like them at all. Like, imagine being a woman that Boosie stomped you out, beat you out, and now you see him doing this. And you realizing you got your ass beat by a dude that actually moving like you in some sense. It is weird. You know, imagine a nigga stomping his woman out then going twerking. This world is crazy, man. This a crazy world, bro. Real talk, man.
If he beat his bitch, that's they shit. That's how we was raised.
And we was raised wrong. That's why I said Boosie part of the problem. Boosie act like cause we was raised a certain way, that make it right. How are the next generations gonna get better if we don't see the flaws in the way that we was raised and correct them? So we gonna pass down that same corruption to the next generation, and we getting worse and worse. We was raised that way. All right, we was raised wrong. So are we gonna correct that shit in the next generation, or just keep perpetuating it saying, well, I was raised like that?
One in between the two right now. Because I feel like his friends, they knew all along. I am, bro. I was raised, bro. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you this, a lot of people might not like this. I wouldn't give a damn if I beat my bitch. I'm still standing up for my partner. If he beat his bitch, that's they shit. That's how we was raised in the ghetto. I'm not going to sit up here and say that when I saw my uncle beat his bitch, that I didn't want to hang around him. We were cooking dope the same night.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a new day and a new day in time. But how I was raised, if you beat your bitch, that's your problem. It never made me say you're not my friend anymore. That's what I stand on. I always stand on wrong or wrong, right or right. You my friend.
And that's why the world don't take black men serious. Let me tell you something about the white boys. When I was in the Air Force, right? The Air Force had a policy to where if you cheat on your wife, you getting kicked out of that Air Force, nigga. Hold up now. Let's break it down now. Hold on. Let me show you something about why black men don't have a moral code. Black men haven't developed a moral code. Black men just operate the way that we was raised by our single mothers. Cause listen, when you was raised by your single mother, you saw domestic violence. And guess what? You was told to stay out of it. It's so toxic. Listen what this man's saying. Because I can't play Vlad video. He takes a strike on you.
Anymore. That's what I stand on. I always stand on wrong or wrong, right or right.
Now look at here. Black men won't stop being your friend if you have values. Put it this way. Men should have a value system. As men, that's a man code, manhood. We got values. Like the mob. Think about it. Even the mob got a value system. And them some killers. They say, listen, we will not shoot at our enemy when he's with his children. Did you know that the mob do that? People like to look at the mob like cutthroat, they kill your family and stuff like that. Guess what's so crazy about the mob? The mob, if there are members in the group that snitch or something like that, they'll kill them and their whole family. But did you know that a mob will not kill its enemy's 2-year-old baby, 3-year-old baby? Did you know that? In other words, what I'm saying, even in Al Capone them days, when they was shooting each other's streets up with Tommy guns, they had a code with it. It just wasn't, it was reckless, but it was controlled. It still was rules. You know, you couldn't just go kill a person. You had to get it okayed and sanctioned. So many rules. What I'm saying with the black folk stuff today, it's just anything goes. It's a Royal Rumble. Ain't no checks and balances among each other. For example, right? In the mob, just say you was in the Gambino family. You couldn't be beating on your wife. Did you know that? Sanchez, you mean to tell me that Al Capone would get disciplined for beating his wife? See, black guys think we know something about how the mobs and mafias work. But guess what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not saying that people in the mob didn't beat their women. I'm saying you wouldn't have never known. It wouldn't have been on no P. Diddy shit where all the white men would have to say, I don't care if he beating his bitch. Because they made it their duty to create a squeaky clean image for the white man every time they went outside. And he would treat that woman like a queen in public. That motherfucker will open up the door for his woman. That's what I'm saying. Y'all think y'all know something about the mob. You don't. A man in the mob was a gentleman. A man in the mob, nigga, wore a suit with a rose in his fucking coat. And when he got out the car, he walked over there and opened the door for his woman. And we talking mob members. You see what I'm saying? Black men think being out of control, not having no values is mob shit when that's just really barbarian shit. That's heathen shit. Even if you are like that, this is why the black man haven't risen to a point of organized crime. You can't have organized crime when you out of control. Ain't nobody got no control over their dick. Everybody thinking with their dicks, you just want to have a freak off every damn week. You buying KY jelly and baby oil up by the damn pallet. Every time a nigga knocking on the door, you show up in a white motherfucking towel. Put some clothes. Do you ever stop fucking? Every time a nigga come in here smelling like sex, man. Let's do some business, man. Let's conquer the world sometime, nigga. I'm just saying, black men ain't got no values, dog. So we ain't gonna hold our brother to none because we ain't got none. When a man'll tell you, I don't care, you still my homie if you beat your bitch, you ain't gonna convince me that you gonna stop being that man friend because he abusing his children. If you hear that man and they're smacking his 9-year-old boy up without a belt, abusing that little boy, you still gonna pop champagne with that nigga and party it up with him and do all that. Y'all some evil niggas, man. You know that man in there beating the crap out of that woman. You can hear her begging for her life. And you in the next room doing like this. You don't even care. Black men, we ain't shit. We don't stand on nothing. We out of control. We're fucking out of control, black men. All we care about is sex and money. We don't care about nothing else, bro, and that's crazy because with that kind of mentality, it's hard to trust each other. And then you wonder why you fear people that look just like you. The black man fear the black man. You know why? Because he know you can't trust niggas. You can be set up. He know ain't no real loyal value system among his people, among his group. See, just think, if you was a Jewish man, just hear me out for a minute, right? Watch this. If you was a Jewish man, you can sleep comfortably every night knowing that my Jewish brothers got my back. I know for a fact I fully trust my Jewish brother, and I know he got my best interest in mind, and man, think of how good that'll feel. Let me show you black men what we was robbed out of, man, real brotherhood. Just think of how awesome it'll be to wake up every day with a bunch of people around you that you know really got your best interest in mind. Imagine waking up every day with group of people that you're a part of that everybody really care about each other. And that if you start beating on your woman in front of that man, he gonna stop you and say, hey, us Jewish men, we don't move like that. It's checks and balances. If one of these Jewish men try to rob and steal from the next Jewish man, the whole group is going to, go in. So, yeah. So like I was saying, right? It's checks and balances. It's order. It ain't a bunch of out of control motherfuckers and chaos. But you're robbed out of this. You're robbed out of just a multitude of people around you, and we all can trust each other. We all are working for each other's best interests, as if they don't see each other as individuals. You cut one, we all bleed. You know what I'm saying? You got to imagine how secure it must feel to be a guy in this crowd. To know that I can go to any one of these other Jews and we can network and do business and have each other best interests in mind and really trust each other and know that he ain't gonna snake me. He ain't gonna go behind my back, because we ain't just individually doing it for each other. We doing it for our big ass group. If he win, I win. If I win, he win. It ain't like me and this Jew doing business and we coming together so that both of us can get our money up. We're coming together because it's best that us two work together to move our group forward. They always thinking what's best for the group. How the hell you gonna lose when you thinking like that? That's like a beehive. That's an ant bed. Ain't no way you can defeat some people like that when y'all thinking individualistic. You don't stand a chance.
Hey, you my friend. And I probably was raised a fucked up way.
So you compartmentalize your relationships, right?
Say it again.
You compartmentalize. You put them in a compartment. So this is my relationship with this man. This is my friendship. I don't know what else he does outside of my friendship, but between me and him, he's never done me wrong. I've never done him wrong.
Right.
I've never seen this other shit, or if I've seen it, it doesn't affect our relationship. So this is our relationship.
Right. And just how I was
a compartment, like a box.
Because.
And listen, what Boosie really explaining to you is the mentality of how a dude would do a deal with the devil. Hey, shout out to my sister Stacy Galore. She said unity is a superpower. That's facts. Listen, Boosie is saying basically, I can overlook all the evil that a man did to others and just focus on what he did to me and his relationship with me. Boosie said, I don't care if that man and his woman got a flawed relationship where he beating on her, and he don't really care if that man killing some other niggas over here. He don't care if that man just chopped the nigga armed off and fried it in the skillet and ate it like Jeffrey Dahmer. You my nigga, we getting money together. And what Boosie basically explaining is the mindset of how a person can do a deal with the devil. Because what is the devil? A devil is this creature that is supposedly done evil to so many women, children, and people. He done so much evil to people. But you're sitting there at the table overlooking all of the evil that the devil done done, and you signing your damn soul away with the devil just because the devil ain't done nothing bad to you yet. And guess what, y'all? That ain't good, because guess what happened? If you do business with the devil long enough, the devil gonna fuck you over too. And Boosie got the mentality of the dude that will go in the room and sit down and make a deal with this creep, with this devil. Because with the mentality Boosie got, Boosie will sit at the table with Monsanto. Boosie saying, I don't give a damn what this man done. He could have just left Africa killing women and children with a damn drug and a poison. If he talking business with me, then that's my nigga. We popping champagne, and I'm gonna show him how to do my little dance. You know? So Boosie saying, I don't care if that nigga just ate a baby's face off. And that right there is the mentality of, I will sign a deal with the devil. I don't care how much evil this person done. They ain't done it to me, and me and him networking, and I'm lacing my pockets so I can ignore the fact that he just beat his bitch up, right? Think about that, y'all. That's the mindset of a person that you know will sit in a room with any old creeping devil, long as it's a benefit for him. So let's play this joint.
You know, I really never would take the woman's side anyway because
look at that.
You don't have a relationship with the woman.
I don't have a relationship with the woman.
Yeah.
A bitch.
You see what I'm saying? That's like a pimp. The pimp treat his hoes like that. He don't look at him as a woman for real, as a bitch, a hoe, like what he used, the term he using. Material. I don't have a relationship with, like Boosie saying, I'm going to take the man's side every time. He ain't even going to see who wrong, who right. He don't care what the chick did. He just going to side with the man because he have a relationship with that man and not that woman. In Boosie's mind, if he don't have a relationship or he don't know the woman that's getting beat on, Boosie's saying he just gonna mind his business. He ain't finna fuck up his business deal. He got a relationship with this man. He ain't got a relationship with that bitch that he beating on. He don't care what she did, who right and who wrong. I don't know that hoe. Fuck her. Boosie's saying it ain't his daughter. It ain't his cousin. It ain't his auntie. So he don't got a relationship with that woman. He's saying if he did have a relationship with her, maybe he'll step in, intervene, investigate. Hey, man, wait a minute. You smacking on my little cousin. What up with that? You feel me? I can't get jiggy with what Boosie saying right here. And this is the problem with black men and why the world don't take us serious. We're very immoral creatures. And we have no value system. We're out of control.
I'm gonna see 4, 5, 6, 7 other bitches with him. You know, he gonna still be my partner.
Yeah.
That bitch gonna be gone to the next nigga. A woman, she's gonna be gone to the next. Just like Cassie with the next man, just like somebody else with the next man.
Okay, so think about it. When the bitch leave and get with a next nigga, ain't the man gonna get with another woman? So just because, now think about it. If the man beating on the damn lady, of course she gonna leave. You act like it's her fault for leaving. It's his fault for beating on her. She gonna look for a man to treat her better. You're saying, I don't care that he beat on her, because when we break up, she just gonna be with another nigga, and you're gonna be with another woman. So does that give someone the right to beat your ass? That's dumbass logic. That's so stupid. The fact that you ain't gonna be with her for long and she's finna be with another nigga, that's more reasons for you not to put your hands on her because you ain't even finna be long-term invested with her. If I know I'm dealing with some wholesome bitch and I'm a billionaire, I'm not finna put my hands on this woman. See, the advice that Boosie giving to young black boys is so toxic, y'all. He should be telling these niggas, keep your hands off these women, bro. You're going to end up in a courtroom. You already know that the police is coming with their guns out and on these black women's side, and they can't wait to shoot a nigga. Man, y'all going to end up fucked up dealing with Boosie. This ain't good advice. Because this going to keep you broken in court, dealing with hoes. If the bitch needs you to put your hands on her, you don't need to be dealing with her, man. You worth millions. I know niggas in the projects that'll tell you they too clean to be beating on a bitch, my nigga. This ain't pimping right here, Boosie. Listen, I know niggas who ain't even got Boosie money that'll tell you, before I beat a bitch, I'll kick her out my car pimping. For real, I ain't putting my hand on no hoe nigga. Listen, I don't know what kind of pimping Boosie come from, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's called strong arm pimping. And the pimping that kind of pimping don't really get respected, for real. I really fuck with those pimps that say, yeah, nigga, I ain't beat no bitch. Before I beat the bitch, I can get rid of. Why? Because my pimping fire. Listen, don't you know if a pimp beat the wrong bitch, she's going to snitch and get him taken down for trafficking? And this is what happened with Puff Daddy. He beat the wrong bitch. When he put his hands on Cassie, that was it for Diddy. If Diddy would have never beat on Cassie, he wouldn't be going through none of this. That video with her in that hotel is what started this whole investigation. Boosie giving y'all bad advice. Boosie should be telling you black men, man, y'all better keep y'all hands off these women. It's going to keep you broke, in jail, and wrestling with white boy police. Let me tell y'all something, man. A black woman knows when she called the police, it's a chance you can die tonight, nigga. Keep on playing. Because guess what? Police love domestic violence situations. Because guess what? They get to show up already aggressive toward the man on them kind of calls, and it's justified. They get to show up with the gloves on, putting hands on you. And hey, listen, soon as they get a DV call that a woman is being hit on by a man, they can show up automatically touching on you, dog. They can get physical with you the moment they can grab you, put your hand. We got to get you, sort this shit out first and check her for bruises and all that. You know how it go. They finna automatically go toward the man because you didn't call them. She called. And that's why if niggas is smart, you better beat that woman to 911. Instead of you putting your hand on her, you better call the police before she do, nigga, if you smart. See, Boosie giving y'all advice that come from the old days. And that's why Bill Cosby locked up. Boosie's still thinking like we in the 90s and 2000s, and it's going to get Boosie locked up, y'all. It's going to get Boosie fucked up. Boosie ain't realizing times has changed, and the shit he's talking on Vlad and all that, I wouldn't be surprised if they investigating Boosie. Boosie talk too much. And Boosie don't realize that the era that we came from, they condemning all that shit right now because they just let these companies get fat to go take all that wealth from the black man. They let y'all be sexual deviants. They let us do sex trafficking. They let us put prices on niggas' head and do all that killing. And then when your enterprise get big and fat, they come RICO your ass and take everything you work for. Easy. Just because you're out of control. Just because you can't control your anger. Just because you can't control your dick. Black men think that when we get all this money, we get to turn it up a notch with our sexuality. And if you make me mad, I got enough money to snap my finger and have you dead. And that's why all of these black dynasties, we don't got nothing to show for all of our art and all that. Every time, I wouldn't be surprised, right, that right before Michael Jordan died, they catch him with some shit. They gonna let your ass get real fat and they got dirt on you. And they not gonna let you die passing that legacy on that you work for, nigga. They gonna use your bad behavior, your immorality, your lack of self-control to take everything you work for ultimately. And shut me in. You good.
Man. So me and him, we locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All I can do is pray for him that he don't beat nobody else's ass. You know, but as my friend, especially if I come up with you since like that, I'm riding with you, bro.
And guess what? That's why black men are dying more than anybody. Because we don't have friends. We have riders. A black man has been taught, I'm your friend if I let you self-destruct and I don't check you on it. I'm your friend if I see you beating on your woman, right? And I ain't saying anything about it. How is that a friend when that person letting you build up a domestic violence record? If I was your homeboy, when I saw you beating on your woman, I'll fucking I wasn't busting that with you now. I ain't gonna lie like that. But unlike Boosie, when you come out of there, I'm gonna say, hey, let's ride, man. Hop in the car, roll one up. Come on, let's smoke, man. Let's calm you down. And when I get you in that car, I say, hey, bro, a man that beats on his woman is a bitch ass nigga. And I don't really like how you get down. And I let that nigga know, bro, you shouldn't let a woman get you so emotionally invested that you got to put your hands on her and you need to pack your shit and go. And I let that nigga know, I'm not going to keep fucking with you if every time I come around, the police got to get called. We trying to chill and smoke. The neighbors are calling the police because you keep beating on your bitch. I just want to sit around, talk business, and I don't understand how Boosie can even do business with a nigga like that. Because that's blowing us up, bro. I literally cannot do business with a man that keep beating on his bitch. You drawing too much heat, my nigga. Why you gotta keep putting your hand? And not only that, the police keep getting called up. These chicks' brothers and cousins want to come fight and gunplay. And this ain't about no money, man. Come on, man. Men, talk to me, man. When you got a group full of guys, we willing to ride for each other. But bro, not over no bitch. Keep your hands up. Boosie giving y'all bad advice. Because that's unnecessary beef, man. I got a homeboy I'm doing business with. Every time I turn around, some chick's brother, uncle looking for him for a fade to shoot it out with him. Because he keep beating on, can't stop putting his hands on these women. And these women got daddies and uncles and brothers. And this my homeboy. I'm going to have to tell you, bro, you got us beefing with a lot of niggas just for women, bro. I'd rather us beef for money. I'd rather ride for you because, hey, man, you know it's some niggas on our street block trying to sell they shit in our territory. We ride for that. This ain't putting no money in nobody's pocket. This just us riding for you because you can't keep your hands off women. I'm not going to be your friend, my nigga. I'm sorry, bro. This shit ain't getting nobody no money. You just jumping on these women. We got to shoot at niggas' brothers and they uncles and shit. The police keep showing up. The neighbors calling for domestic violence. You too much, nigga. You can't be my friend. Fuck that. Fuck that. You got to beat on women. You can't be part of the niggas I'm with. That ain't no pimping. And Boosie ought to know that. He making niggas from the South look bad right now. He was making us look bad when he did this right here. Like, come on, you already working with Vlad. We giving you a pass with the Vlad shit. It's just too many L's, Boosie. Too many L's. And now you, like, with the Diddy shit, too many. Boosie about to get canceled. And if he's not careful, he's really self-snitching. Because you parted with Diddy and you was close with Diddy. And now you out here trying to say what's so wrong with flying a woman from here to, it's horrible. Let me show y'all what Boosie said. It's horrible. He really crashing out. Boosie is crashing out. And I'm saying, why are you crashing out for Diddy, boy? Some of this shit he put on Twitter is going to get him locked up, y'all. This ain't a reach. The call lines are now open, by the way. The call lines are now open. And shout out to the Fedora gang that makes the call-in segment of these shows possible. So if you see somebody in a chat room with a fedora next to their name, you can thank them for sponsoring the call-in sessions of these shows via their channel memberships. So salutes to the Fedora gang, and now we're going to open up the call-in, and we appreciate y'all for that. So come on up, guys. It's a round table. It's a round table, and you can say whatever you want. And I'm going to let you also see these crash out tweets as the people come up.
Yesterday, Diddy has been getting support from celebrity friends. Despite the fans and everybody wanting to see Diddy locked up, there's a good amount of his celebrity friends that are speaking out against him being arrested. Wack 100 came out yesterday defending Diddy. Dr. Umar...
Now look at all the people defending Diddy. Look at this lineup, y'all. Look at this lineup, y'all. I want you to pay attention to the lineup now. 3 Fingers Wack is defending Diddy. You got to ask yourself, why is it so many people defending Diddy that got their own sort of rumors and shit? You feel me? Umar Johnson defending Diddy. That's a big L, man. And I'm not surprised that Trick Daddy and Luke and all of these, a lot of sexual deviants are going to defend Diddy. Let's put that on the table. That's why I brought up 3 Fingers Wack. We know Meek Mill is one of his boyfriends. Meek Mill going to defend his boyfriend. We get that. We already know that. We ain't got to play the clips of Meek Mill and Diddy in the pool and Meek Mill bunny hopping for the white dude and all that. We know that Meek Mill was going to come defend his boyfriend. And I don't understand how niggas from Philly ain't canceling Meek Mill. But like I said, it's a new gay gangster culture going around the whole world. It ain't just Atlanta, it's in Philly too. And it's okay to be like an OG or a kingpin in Philly and you still bunny hopping and doing the shit Meek Mill doing. Because black men don't stand up for nothing. They ain't gonna cancel Meek Mill. They trying to get a deal with him. Niggas don't care. They'll overlook any immorality for money. Shout out to D. Allen Warren. Flat power to you, my brother. Appreciate the love. This lineup is ridiculous because every time you turn around, Umar Johnson is online begging women for cookies. A bunch of sexual deviants are coming to P. Diddy's defense. The man who had a half a pallet of KY jelly that was confiscated. Let me pin my... So I do have the call-in pin, and we welcoming callers. The call line is now open. Trick Daddy need to sit his ass down for a nigga start calling his ass Scarface. Because Trick Daddy, you used to be my nigga back with all day, every day. Baby, cause I'm a thug and thug holiday. But this old fat Trick Daddy with the Scarface, you look like a monster. You look like a creep nigga that said, "Come here, little girl, let me see. Come here, little girl. Yeah, you start to look, and then you got the name Trick Daddy. So you know what you doing with your money. You tricking off. Just like what Diddy was doing, spending a bunch of money on KY jelly and sex workers. So this whole lineup, it's a bunch of tricks and sexual deviants and niggas who willing to do anything for cookies, right?
Johnson also did not agree with Diddy being locked up. Well, this morning, it's Boosie's turn. You guys know Boosie is very outspoken on any topic he feels like it's wrong. Boosie is somebody that's known to go against the grain and speak his mind. Now this morning, Boosie tweeted, "I feel Diddy is in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done, flew bitches out for threesomes. He's just freakier. We're actually going to call women prostitutes who fly and willingly be with their partners for sex? If that's the case, if you've been flued out and you had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, that's 80%.
Why Boosie trying to downplay this shit like that's all Diddy was doing? That's what I don't like about Boosie. When Boosie say, I don't care about my man's behavior, he's still my man's, is actually even worse than that. Boosie is basically the type dude who will defend and take up for his man's toxic behavior. Boosie's actually the type friend who not only will not check his friend for doing wrong, but he will cover for his friend who just done wrong. Boosie the type of friend who know that his homeboy just abused his 8-year-old son and beat that boy too bad, and he'll cover for him. That's the kind of friend Boosie is. Because for you to try to downplay all the shit that we know about Diddy and what was going on, that's crazy, bro. You know the man, so you know more than us, nigga. Cat Williams know a lot. Like, the whole world know what was going on, bro. The only people still playing dumb are the people who feel like, I think that they know they're going to be implemented down the line. Because the feds already said this is a RICO case. Now, what did I say yesterday? The moment it was confirmed, because I've been saying Diddy ain't going down alone. But yesterday, when that man said out of his mouth, this is a RICO case and that there are other people we're looking at too, guess what I said? I told my people then right there, I said, y'all, let's look at who's still defending Diddy after all this indictment stuff come out. Because these are the people that know that they gonna be coming up in this RICO. Facts. And I don't see, why didn't we see Boosie coming a mile away? He the one said when he was in New York, he hooked up with P. Diddy. Now you gotta realize this. Let's go back to the lineup too, cause this shit's deeper than what they ain't telling y'all. Listen, let's go to the lineup. Let's talk about this lineup. Look at Whack 100. Do y'all know what I know? Oh yeah. See, Whack 100, him and the Game, you know, the rapper The Game, they're real tight. I think the Game was even like managed by him at some point. Don't get me the line. But anyway, the Game and Whack 100 are very tight. And listen, the Game parted with Diddy.
Oh my God!
So don't you know that explains too why another reason why Whack 100 gonna go defending him too? They got ties with Diddy. You gotta realize connections. Connections.
Okay, so you put together this demo with JT on Get Low Records.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sign with him at that point, or was it just some homie shit?
Nah, it was just some old handshake shit, street shit.
Okay. And before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
Okay, but I mean,
So when a nigga say, oh, we was just, that's psychological. You need to put a check mark and a red flag. Oh, we was just. Don't you understand how deep that is? when somebody asks you, what were you doing with Diddy? And your first words is, oh, we were just, stop right there. Oh, we was just partying, man. Understand that that ain't a normal response. Who starts off with, oh, we was just, it sound like you got caught doing some shit the way you, oh, we was just, people, just think about that now. Think about it now. Because you was with Diddy for all that time and it wasn't nothing musically going on. It was just you partying with him. And I'm going to tell you some more terminology that's a red flag. When I was running around with Diddy. These are vague terms to mean that I was with Diddy doing some, you know, some shit you can only imagine about. Because we know Diddy is very creative when it comes to partying. Okay? I was running around with Diddy. Running around with Diddy. This whole interview was crazy. So like I said, the game is connected with Diddy. You know, I'm just saying.
Agree with Diddy being locked up. Well, this morning, it's Boosie's turn. You guys know Boosie is very outspoken on any topic he feels like it's wrong. Boosie is somebody that's known to go against the grain and speak his mind. Now, this morning, Boosie tweeted, I feel Diddy is in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done, flew bitches out for threesomes. He's just freakier. We're actually going to call women prostitutes who fly and willingly be with their partners for sex? If that's the case, if you've been flued out and you had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute.
I get what Boosie's saying, don't get me wrong. Why can't I fly a woman that I met online in Washington and Vegas for sex? Now that's sex trafficking, she a prostitute? But see, here's the thing. Men who doing that, y'all got a legitimate argument. And I don't like that Boosie taking that and trying to make it like that's what Diddy was doing. Diddy wasn't doing that. You trying to make it like Diddy was so innocent. Diddy was literally hiring sex workers. And he was moving these sex workers from one state to another. That's sex trafficking. That's different than, hey, I met a girl on Facebook and she's from New Jersey. We hit it off online and now we can't wait to meet each other so we can have some hot steaming sex. That ain't a crime. If they try to make that a crime, I'll ride for a nigga with that. I'll say, wait a minute, bro. Y'all doing too much. That ain't sex trafficking. That brother got the right to meet women in other area codes. And if they want to have sex because they hit it off online, he say, look, I'm finna get you a ticket. The room already ready when you get here. Don't you know that ain't nobody gonna care about that? The feds ain't gonna care about that. The police ain't gonna care about that. People doing that right now. Quit trying to act like that's what Diddy doing. It's niggas doing that right now and they ain't being investigated by the feds. If you go online and you go to like a escort website, a prostitute site where people are really got ads up there trying to sell sex to you and you solicit them. And that person lives in New York and you live in Texas and you tell that person, I want your services. I'll pay for your ticket to come out here. You going to jail. That's different. See, Puffy was going to people who was listing themselves as sex workers. He wasn't just meeting regular women from different states flying them out. Ain't no crime in that. See, Boosie reaching, y'all. Boosie reaching, y'all. He trying to defend Diddy too hard. He trying to make the women that's literally meeting dudes online and hitting it off with them and saying, I like this guy. He lives in Jersey. I'm going to fly out there. We got a room together, girl. You know, hey, it's that time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't a crime. Boosie trying to make it like that innocent thing right there is a crime. It's not, y'all. If Diddy was doing that, wouldn't nobody care. But Diddy was literally looking for sex workers and prostitutes, and when he fly them to his party, he was abusing them physically and all that. You know why? Because they already participating in a crime. If you're an online sex worker and I fly you to my state, me and you both committing a crime together. And so when you get to my party, if I smack you up, if I punch you in the face, what you gonna do? Call the police? You committing a crime with me, remember? This is what Diddy was doing. This is what Diddy was doing. I don't understand like why Boosie trying to make it like Diddy was doing what y'all regular dudes is doing. Because it's a lot of regular dudes in the chat right now who meet women online. And if they ain't from that guy's state, they hit it off. The guy say, look, I'm going to fly you out. That ain't no crime because that woman ain't got an ad up offering sex work. If that, the only thing that'll make that a crime is if this man went on a website and these websites are specifically designed to sell sex workers. And if he purchased one of them and tell them, look, let me fly you, now that's a crime. That's a crime right there. But if he go on Facebook, what is it? Instagram, we just mean regular people. That ain't no crime. The woman can be a sex worker. But if I'm engaging with her through Facebook, they can't do nothing to me. But let's just say I went on one of these little, you know, Diddy probably had some connections to some very upscale escort service sites that probably regular people couldn't even afford these kind of workers, I'm sure. It's levels to it. But that's a form of sex trafficking, though. Because that's what they doing on a black market. They capturing these women. These women are forced into the sex rings. And they sending them around, ordering them up. And it's just basically prostitution, you know, on a national level, on big rings. And so how can they distinguish that what Diddy is doing is not that? It literally the same thing. Rich men offering poor women money to be part of these sex rings. And they passing these women around to other rich men, flying them around from mansion to mansion in jets and shit, just passing them around. It's really pimping and whoring even on a big scale. Yeah. So you got to understand Diddy was making money off of these sex workers too, because he had a lot of upscale individuals at these parties. And Diddy was basically promising them the best women, the best drugs. And you got to think when Diddy was selling these parties to these people like Prince Henry and stuff, he's telling them, listen, every woman you see is fucking. If you see something you like, you just take her in a room. She ain't asking no questions. That's why Diddy parties was so sought after. That's why everybody was like, yo, I'm partying with Diddy. Cause Diddy got the women, the booze, and everything. Ain't nobody saying no. If you want it, you can have it, cause Diddy already told them, hey, you fucking for my homies. You ain't even gonna be at this party. If LeBron James said he want that nookie, what you gonna do? Tell my esteemed guest no? This is the kind of shit Diddy had going on. And that is sex trafficking. That's on a very more complicated scale than you just meeting some woman on Facebook and y'all hitting it off and you flying her to your state. That ain't no crime. But what Diddy was doing was definitely a crime. Because not only was he paying sex workers, he was profiting off this party. How was Diddy profiting off it? It wasn't a direct, you didn't have to pay money to get to it. Is that this allowed Diddy to network with some of the world's powerful people. How? Because everybody got vices. I just told you that. Every man got a sex drive. Every man got vices. Listen, Diddy wouldn't have been able to party with Prince Henry no other way. Because ain't nothing else you can offer Prince Henry. He got money and all that. But guess what you got to realize? Every man's still a man. So Diddy was able to get close to a lot of these big people by saying, hey, I got the women. I got the best freak off parties, as he called them. And we even saw Prince Henry at one. That lets you know Diddy is a chess player. Diddy know if I want to control men that got just as much money as me, I need dirt on them. I need to use their vices against them like the devil. Every man got a sex drive, and Diddy was using niggas' sex drive against them like a woman, just like a conniving woman. It's very effective, because I don't care what you say, a man still got a sex drive. It's a reason that all these successful men wanted to party with Diddy. You got to understand at the end of the day, they're still humans, my dude. And Diddy know that. And Diddy was using that against everybody at them parties. And it's what Boosie's saying, man, it just don't apply to Diddy's situation. He's really just crashing out and reaching.
If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. And trafficking? Hell nah. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly pussy in. How else you get the pussy? I'm sorry, man, Boosie, this is hilarious. You're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was pissed off at this nigga like he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainer has done, I disagree. Boosie, be very careful now. Don't go telling on yourself now. I think it's obvious Boosie does not understand the actual charges that Diddy is facing. This is just his way of trying to simplify it and dumb it down. If he actually researched a little bit to see what Diddy was facing, he would know that these are pretty serious charges.
Big facts, nothing but the facts. Shout out to this brother, Chig Smooth. Those are big facts you just spoke, brother. Boosie have no idea what's going on. And if he did, he wouldn't be... if Boosie knew what was going on, Boosie would know that he's crashing out right now. He's losing his credibility. And I like Boosie. But what overnight, I can go from liking Boosie to not liking Boosie. Because, come on, bro, you got to stand for something. And Boosie have shown me in a small amount of time that he never really stood for nothing. And I never really thought to investigate him, you know, until I went back and looked at those Wipe Me Down lyrics where he was trying to take a shot at 50 Cent because he partied with Diddy. Y'all got to listen what I'm saying, man. You got to listen. When Boosie made this Wipe Me Down song, this was one of his biggest songs. And he was trying to take a shot at 50 right here. He said, just left New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy, and I'm about to blow past 50. See, Boosie thought he was finna go past 50 because he went to the Diddy party, and it never happened for Boosie. And at the end of the day, 50 Cent went higher than both of them. You see, this is good karma, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Boosie thought he was going to blow past 50 because he partied with Diddy. But if you look at who on top today, it's 50 Cent. And everybody who was fucking with Diddy going to go down with him. Man, that's crazy. And 50 Cent is the dude that they all wish death on. They wanted him to die. Many men wish death on him. That man rose up from the grave, and now he laughing at all you niggas. Shout out the G-Unit.
He's charged with 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking, and 3 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And on top of those charges, the court documents also include drugging underage girls, employees, and sex workers against their will. Now, Boosie continued. He said, "I'm starting to feel like this sex trafficking charge for flying bitches in for threesomes will be a tool used to take down hip-hop artists and celebrities. Just think about it. Who flying the years in to turn up? Who always in a different city and gotta fly pussy to them? Who ain't tripping and go give they sex partner a little change? Think about it. This shit real. If you fly a chick in and y'all turn up and
That man ain't talking about no money, bro. Because why would he be saying I'm about to blow past 50 Cent? Like, what the hell that mean? I'm about to blow past 2 quarters? That whole line don't make sense now. It make hella sense when you realize 50 Cent was killing the game. 50 Cent was killing the game at that time. Hey, what's going... So it don't make no sense to say he been blew past 50 Cent. He had more money than 2 quarters. That don't make no sense. 50 Cent was at the top of the charts when that song came out. And Boosie was thinking that the Wipe Me Down song was going to move up on the charts higher than 50 song. And I think it actually did, if I ain't mistaken, though. I think Wipe Me Down with him and Webby did blow past whatever song 50 had on the charts at that time. Everybody was competing with 50 because this, let me give y'all some history. 50 came in the rap game and took over. I ain't even capping. When 50 came in the game, everybody, all eyes and attention was on 50 Cent. And people hated that. Now, guess how 50 got the attention? Because before 50 Cent, there was a group called Murder Inc. And that was a dude named Ja Rule, and they was killing shit. Before 50 Cent, all you heard on the radio was Ja Rule Cookie Monster voice. Baby, Ja Rule was killing shit. Ja Rule was the Drake of his time. That's how much he was on the radio. He was doing songs with all of the top R&B ladies. He was just everywhere. And when 50 Cent came in the game, 50 Cent killed Ja Rule's career. He went and started attacking him, and he took all that. And so 50 Cent, long story short, became the spectacle. He was the man. Everybody was competing to get past 50 Cent. That's why Boosie wrote that line. Because 50 was the top guy in the game, and everybody was trying to blow past him. To blow past him is like to blow up on the charts past your rival. See, I come from this era. When this song Wipe Me Down came out, this is my era. Like, I'm from the South. So you can't tell me what Boosie was saying on the line. He wasn't talking about no 2 quarters, bro. That don't even make sense. I'm finna blow past 22 quarters, 50 Cent. He got more money than 50 Cent. The money. But he wasn't higher on a chart. But I think just to make a real correction though, I do believe that the Wipe Me Down song actually did blow past 50 Cent because it actually was very big with him and Webby. And it could have blew past 50 Cent for a couple months on the chart. So I think he actually did fulfill that line because he was talking about the charts. But what I was saying was in life, though, 50 Cent ended up doing better than if you ask me, than him and Diddy, put together. But let's finish the video.
You give her a little change so she's straight when she go home. That's sex trafficking. Rappers, athletes, D-boys, politicians, be careful who you fly in. Hey, yo, why he told them politicians like that? Somebody gotta tell Boosie it does not work like that. Two consenting adults are allowed to engage in whatever they engage in. However, that is not what Diddy is being arrested for. Boosie, I rock with you, but this looks like you're panicking, my boy. Sometimes it's better to just close the phone for the day. You don't gotta send out that tweet that you think makes sense in your head. If you haven't done anything Diddy is being accused of, it doesn't pertain to you. You guys get in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think about Boosie's reaction. Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
I don't know what's going on. The next person asks me if I've been in one of them parties, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. They don't like my kind at them parties. There's a few other real niggas in hip hop that I don't believe ever been invited to one of them parties.
We're rolling. Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. This is not the time to go off killing yourself, taking no medicine, drinking no bleach, eating no motherfucking poisonous candy and all that, blowing your motherfucking brains out. You know what you did? Go ahead and face the consequences. For those of y'all that are grown adults, we don't care who you laid down and had sex with. It's gonna get exposed right now. This is a good time to come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? But what confuses me is 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. They charged him with the RICO. Could have been worse. Could have been the FRICO Act.
Hey, bro.
Damn.
Hey, bro. They was even taking.
Let me not be the first to say this has nothing to do with hip hop. This got something to do with them freaky ass niggas.
People,
can't charge the whole hip hop community with this one. Everybody take your charge.
Yeah, my mic might be fucked.
No. What you say? My bad. What up, Drop?
Cool. And I was saying they was even giving cats liquid Viagra at them parties. It's now what happens is if you a freak, right? If you a freakazoid, when you get a lot of money, to you it's normal. To them parties is normal. To us, it's like, man, what is wrong with y'all? They done sold their whole soul. They don't have no morals no more. I don't know how they can get their soul back, but to even support anything in Hollywood is weird to me. Anybody. And I'm cool with LeBron James. I don't support what he do, but I do know he don't got no scandals like these cats. These cats, bro, is freakazoids, and they got a market for them. They got the homosexual market. They got the thug market. They got the nerd market. They got every market cornered so they can influence the people on how they want us to move. But y'all got it.
Yeah. Appreciate that. And listen, I'm going to drop. Actually, the link is actually pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah, Lazarus, he had a half a pallet of KY jelly. I did the numbers on it. I actually added up how much will, what 1,000 bottles of KY jelly would look like. I thought it was a pallet, but we did the math and it turned out to be a half a pallet. Can you imagine that? A big pallet, nigga, forklift pallet. A half of one. Full of KY jelly. That's a lot of booty lubing. That is some nasty stuff, man. And trick that, like everybody that's defending a nigga like Diddy, like this dude said in the video, you seem, what he said you seem, paranoid. Like I was saying, like the police said it's gonna be other people name coming up. Other big black people that was associated with Diddy. This is a RICO, make no mistake about it. This is a RICO case. That means Diddy definitely ain't going down alone. It ain't a matter of if, it's who. Who's gonna be implemented? It ain't if someone go. The people said, yeah, we investigating other people right now. There will be others go down with it. And I'm interested to see who those others gonna be. And really, you don't gotta look far for who they gonna be. Look at the people that's defending them, even with all this evidence that's coming out this indictment. Because the people that was very close to Diddy ain't even defending him. Like I said, Jay-Z Quad, Dame Quad. Anybody talking are little artists who know that they was at some of them parties. And Boosie was one of them, just left New York City and hooked up with P. Diddy. Just saying he was the first hit dog to holler. And it ain't a good look for him, nor the other people.
Yeah, they about to take now, but you got to look at the Rockefeller law or whatever they about to run on these people. They're using Diddy to take down all the old stars and build some new stars, and that's how they're gonna be taking them down. But let me rewind, and then y'all can have it. When we talk about liquid Viagra, right? My homie in a wheelchair. They literally gotta shoot that stuff in their penis, bro. It's insane. So y'all there with a half a pilot of lube and some syringes with liquid, bro. That's insane. That mean a ritual has to be performed. So when they doing all this, you gotta understand the demons is in the room, and the demons is in their body and outside. What's happening?
It's worse than what I thought, bro, because now you got me picturing niggas with syringes shooting up in their cocks with all of this lube. It's worse than I thought now. Yeah. Damn, bro.
And the only reason why I know is because my homie was in a wheelchair, and he used to go buy them so he can have sex. So he'd shoot it in this shit, and, you know, he'd be hard for a couple hours and have sex with a chick. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I even know that. But that is insane.
Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. Can you that's like, this is sets to the level where it's almost like heroin addiction type sets, like to where you got a syringe and a needle and you round this bitch. Yo, I'm horny, dog. Give me that belt. I'm horny than a motherfucker. Come on, man. And you got to, come on. This ain't sex no more. Yeah, this ain't sex. This an addiction now.
It ain't even in your arm though. It's in the vein in your penis. This is crazy. It's sick, bro. It's sick, and that's why I quit researching it. It was too sick. I had my brain on some sick. It's sick, bro.
Oh my God, it's sick. Cause you know how heroin addicts have all them holes on their arm because they keep looking for a vein to shoot up in, and over time they get these sores and holes on their arm. You know it's gonna be the same for your penis. Oh my God, that's this is Diddy need to be locked up, man. Fuck that. This man need to be locked up, man.
These are pretty serious charges. He's charged with 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking, and 3 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And on top of those charges, the court documents also include drugging underage girls, employees, and sex workers against their will. Now, Boosie
defending a nigga who the police said had underage girls there. Boosie. I believe Boosie got something to do with this shit too. Cause ain't no way you would be defending this nigga if you ain't paranoid.
Continued. He said, I'm starting to feel like this sex trafficking charge for flying bitches in for threesomes will be a tool used to take down hip-hop artists and celebrities. Just think about it. Who flying the yeah-yeahs in to turn up?
Think about this, right? I come from the era of we don't got to fly no bitches nowhere. You doing too much. Because think about this. When I was trying to get in the rap game, we used to like the idea that as a rapper, I'm on the road all the time. And you know what that means? Because I'm on the road, I get to have a different chick in every city that I'm stopping in. Why would I be flying a chick to where I'm at when I'm moving all around the world? This is how rappers used to do it. You always on the road, so you always in a different city with you a new chick. So you can't make that excuse. If you gotta fly out chicks like that, it's because these are sex workers. That's what I'm saying. It's because you're online on some of these questionable websites where people is actually putting themselves up as ads, and you're taking your pick. And you gotta think, if you a nigga like Puff Daddy, let me show y'all why this Rico case gonna get big. Because this what you gotta think about. Puff Daddy ain't using no escort alligator. Puff Daddy ain't using none of these little tricking sites, escort sites that you broke dudes be on. Puff Daddy literally using some top-notch. See, these rich dudes got their own little internet. And they don't really do the kind of things on it like we do on our shit. And when you on Puff Daddy level, you ain't going on the regular websites with y'all dudes going on. He connected with the dudes in Hollywood and shit. They probably got a site you don't even know about. Some shit like that among them that ain't even outside of the regular internet where they trade they workers on. So that's what this whole case is about. So when they say it ain't just Diddy going down, you got to think, if Diddy is ordering sex workers, they belong to agencies and different shit too. And Diddy may be over his own agencies and sex rings of what we call stables of women that he will refer some of his partiers to. Because it ain't the kind of party y'all thinking where we just sitting around having fun. No, it's basically a bunch of guys who saying Diddy got the best women. He got the sexiest women who freakiest, and they willing to do whatever. They ain't asking no questions. Like, that is something that's really valuable to a lot of rich men. And if you got these big lucrative sex rings, it ain't that people paying money. It's that the dude that's throwing the thing, it's his job to pay money for the workers. It's his party. He got to provide the booze, food, the pussy, all that. The people that's showing up, they don't got to pay to get in. They don't got to pay for nothing. Not the women, not the drugs. He's providing all that. Now, you may say, so what does Diddy get out the deal? He get to party with some of the world's most powerful people. Imagine what you selling to Prince Henry. People may say, damn, how did Diddy get Prince Henry to show up? How did he get these big names to show up at his party? Imagine what his sales pitch is. Diddy is telling them, hey, man, come to my party. I got 10 supermodels. I'm talking about this chick 7 feet tall. I don't care, whatever your preference is. Diddy know whatever what these guys like, and he know how to get that. Diddy is enticing them with devices, because how you gonna entice Prince Henry with money? You gotta think, if Diddy got an opportunity to sit down with Prince Henry, he finna show him a catalog of women. Because guess what? That's the reputation Diddy had put off for himself in Hollywood. I got the whores. I got the workers. Come to my party. Even if you like men, I got the sexiest men, the freakiest men that will fulfill your pleasures. This is what Diddy was running. That's a sex ring. And he was passing it off as a party. But the name of these parties were freak-offs. And the people that was participating didn't have to pay for nothing. That's going to lure a lot of rich creeps to your place. And that's what Diddy was hoping for. Diddy sat back and he said, how do I get the politic with the world's most powerful people and the most powerful peers that's in my industry? How do I make it to where I get the network with all of them and not even try hard? Diddy realized everybody around him was sex addicts and drugs addicts. And so Diddy start throwing the best parties in Hollywood when it come to women and drugs. And that was bringing out all of the rich creeps. All of the old rich guys with all his money. Diddy can be with them now. He don't think about it. Why would I charge you to get in when I got Prince Henry coming to my damn house? It ain't about money. It's about the connection, the network. You see what I'm saying? And you luring them there with the law of attraction, using their vices against them. This is how Griselda Blanca, the dope dealer lady, was able to be supply all of the rich actors and actresses in Hollywood. Because they got a vice. They like drugs. People be like, how this poor Mexican lady ended up with the world's most powerful people. You can get close to these people if you can cater to their vices. And Diddy know that. A lot of young niggas in the hood know that. You got young niggas in the hood selling dope to lawyers and doctors and shit. Don't get it twisted. These people got vices. You see college professors going through the slums to buy women and stuff. So yeah, people have vices, and that will actually be their downfall a lot of times when you work your ass off to get to the top, and your little one moment of pleasure and vices will destroy everything you work for. That's why I'm telling you, do not take Boosie's advice. Do not see, Boosie is what's wrong. The world changing, and the advice that Boosie giving and Diddy giving gonna lead y'all boys to the slaughterhouse. You got to learn self-control in 2024. See, I come from the era where men can be out of control when nobody doing nothing about it. But this is the Me Too era. It's so many groups and movements out there that's battling against that energy that we grew up thinking was normal, black men, and we got to change. Society is now forcing you niggas to learn to control yourself, because if you got a huge sex drive and you got a lot of money, it's a matter of time before you depart from your money. You ain't gonna have a lot of money long. They using you niggas' vices against you to knock you off now and take everything you work for. Look at Bill Cosby. The days are over that rich black men can just be out of control and not have no self-control. Them days over, man. It's gonna cost you. And I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Because now, if niggas want to keep what they work for, they literally got to work on themselves, nigga. Because everything you do is dirt that's going to be used against you. And they watching. And you know why I like it? Because a lot of black men with money, they don't do nothing but terrorize their own people with it. Like what P. Diddy was doing. So I don't care that the white man doing what he doing.
Who always in a different city and gotta fly pussy to them? Who ain't tripping and go give their sex partner a little change? Think about it. This shit real. If you fly a chick in and y'all turn up and you give her a little change so she's straight when she go home, that's sex trafficking. Rappers, athletes, D-boys, politicians, be careful who you fly in. Hey, yo, why he told them politicians like that? Somebody gotta tell Boosie it does not work like that. Two consenting adults are allowed to engage in whatever they engage in. However, that is not what Diddy is being arrested for. Boosie, I rock with you, but this looks like you're panicking, my boy. Sometimes it's better to just close the phone for the day. You don't gotta send out that tweet that you think makes sense in your head.
Yeah,
if you haven't done anything Diddy is being accused of, it doesn't pertain to you. You got
right. But guess what? I think Boosie involved. Drop a one if y'all think Boosie. If Boosie ain't involved, then Boosie think he's involved. That's what I'm saying. He's paranoid. If everything work out and Boosie end up fine, in my mind, Boosie gonna be like, whew, boy, I'm glad they didn't find the videotape with that one night. I'm glad that nigga didn't record that one night I was with him. I believe Boosie has showed us enough to where we can safely speculate and say Boosie probably done some crazy shit when he was with Diddy in New York. I'ma just say that. Cause he really panicking right now, man. And it's showing. And this is the kind of panic that make me think Boosie think he's gonna be implemented later. And even if he don't, he think that which lets me know he done some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
You guys get in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think about Boosie's reaction. Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Look, the people that's coming out defending him, y'all look a certain way. Because this being a RICO thing, everybody wondering right now, who are the other black men that the feds are looking at? And guess what, y'all? We don't got to look far. All we got to do is look at all of the people that's coming out right now defending Diddy. Because guess what? It is so much evidence coming out with these indictments that anybody trying to defend Diddy now, it's safe to say y'all probably, you know, party. Let's just say that, but let's go.
The next person asks me if I've been in one of them parties, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. They don't like that kind.
Why, man? Why can't you just say, yeah, I partied with Diddy, or no, I never been to one? Why you gotta get physical? It's just a question. That don't make no sense, do it, y'all? Hey, man, you ever been to one of Diddy parties? No, or yeah. You feel me?
At them parties. There's a few other real niggas in hip hop that I don't believe ever been invited to one of them parties.
Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. This is not the time to go off killing yourself, taking no medicine, drinking no bleach, eating no motherfucking poisonous candy and all that, blowing your motherfucking...
What the hell is Trick Daddy talking about? Eating no goddamn poisonous candy. Did that man just say, dude, who we ever heard commit suicide with a poisonous Jolly Rancher? If you don't sit your goddamn man, somebody come get their uncle, man. This ain't the time to be drinking no bleach, you know, eating no poison Jolly Ranchers and Reese's Pieces and things, you know, like poison candy for real. Quit, man. This is hilarious.
I've been invited to one of them parties.
Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. This is not the time to go off killing yourself, taking no medicine, drinking no bleach, eating no motherfucking poisonous candy and all that, blowing your motherfucking brains.
Eating no goddamn poisonous candy. Bro, that is crazy, boy.
You know what you did? Go ahead and face the consequences. For those of y'all that are grown adults, we don't care who you laid down and had sex with. It's gonna get exposed right now. It's a good time to come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? But what confuses me is 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
Right, dog.
They charged him with the RICO.
Oh, man.
Could have been worse. Could have been the FRICO Act.
So Trick Daddy got jokes. Cool. I'm with the jokes. Good shit. He said a freako.
Damn.
Beano Mob, what up, yo?
Man, may I be the first to say this has nothing to do with hip hop. This got something to do with them freaky ass niggas. Can't charge the whole hip hop community with this one. Everybody take your charge.
That's crazy, man. See, the fact that these celebrities can just go live at the drop of the dime, they can go on Twitter at any moment. See, let me tell y'all something. When we were younger, a lot of these celebrities, we were like really looking up to them, starstruck, like, oh, Trick Daddy. But see, as social media advanced, it brought the world closer together. So it's like some of the people we grow up idolizing, it feel like we're more close to them through social media because they able to speak their mind every day with us. We in the same social places. It evens it out. So now we less likely to be idol worshipers. And we more likely to be like, wait a minute, you saw that dumb shit Jay-Z posted on Twitter today? That nigga don't know what the hell he talking about. See, before Twitter, before all that, we couldn't really get a day-to-day update on the thoughts of these celebrities. And that's why the music industry going down to Sexy Reds, your Sukianas, your same little watered down artists. And if you look at it, there's a big music movement going on YouTube with just independent artists. That's where the new fresh wave of music industry is at. And the label regulated music industry ain't nothing but your Drake, Sexy Reds, it's that bullshit. You got the radio and then you got YouTube. But people don't realize that it's YouTube artists out here getting more spins than the radio songs, like what you hearing with Sexy Red and all that when you ride in your car. All right, and so really the new industry on YouTube, and it's everybody independent. I'm about to come out with my music album too, by the way. Be on the lookout for it. I'm gonna be making new music very soon. But yeah, man. You know, and so a lot of artists today ain't looking to suck up to some big label or big artist for a deal. They on YouTube getting more views than Jay-Z right now. You got artists on YouTube right now making more money than the artist that would have signed with Rockefeller back in the day. The game is different today, man. I wouldn't dare sign a deal today. You got, cause all you getting, that's your gateway into like the radio and that mainstream media, but you don't need that. Cause a lot of these social media sites are like mainstream media outlets, YouTube, Twitter. If you buzzing on that, some of these damn rappers are jealous of you. You in the car hearing a song on the radio, they looking at your viral video like, damn, why my video can't do them numbers on YouTube? You feel me? You got independent artists putting videos out, getting millions of views on them. And you got people like Ice Spice that's struggling. She sold like 200,000, 2,000, excuse me. She sold like 10,000 records. My bad. You got motherfuckers on YouTube with they YouTube channel selling 10,000 records and like, what? They selling hundreds of thousands on their YouTube. You got independent artists that ain't signing nothing. So the music industry been fell off. That shit ain't nothing but the radio. You got a lot of these artists that's got record deals and they all on the radio. They are trying to fight to get a big presence on social media. That's why you'll see them go on Cashapp, I Show Speed. They'll end up on some vlogger's channel trying to promote their album on Vlad TV, Say Cheese. They'll be on some vlogger's channel because they know that this is where the traffic at. You know, we got the power now for real. But you know, the more YouTube sell out to the corporations, the less of that power these independent artists is going to have. But it is a golden era right now to take advantage of, which is why I'm finna go ahead and hurry up and get my album done. Only thing taking me to do my album is I'm really a perfectionist, man. I don't really want to do it in my garage, but I think I'm a have to. I'm not good at mixing vocals and all that, and so my shit sound like it's recorded in the garage, and I be like, yo, a lot of my music, man, is timeless, it's classic, and I just really want to do it the right way with quality, as far as the engineering. So I rather do the studio time and book the time in the studio on one song at a time, and that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, salutes to everybody on the call. What's good, Key North, and what's good, Chase Benji's. Welcome.
Salute, bro. Man, you on point like a motherfucker, man. You know, everybody already know about Boosie, man, cause he got his shit on live. Like, see, he could get hit with throwing virtual parties and shit. You know, he be throwing parties, then telling the chicks to put they pussy lips on the screen for $1,000 and shit. So he got evidence on him. And Trick
Damn.
Daddy, man, he was the first motherfucker to start doing all that freaky shit. Him and Luke. You know what I'm saying? So now they got something to say. They paranoid, bro. They worried like a motherfucker. This nigga said, don't start eating poisonous candy and shit, bro. That was some nervous talk coming out of him just then. So you on point, bro, for real, man.
Much love. Hey man, this whole Diddy thing is finna be crazy as time progresses. But listen, people, I've gave all of my commentary for this subject today. I'm gonna see if there's anybody on the call that want to take the mic and speak their mind. That's to Sir Drop, Chase Benji's, and we have Key North alone. And I'm also gonna drop the link one more time, and then hey, we'll go from there.
I'm on the bus right now. We'll talk.
Okay, no problem. But salutes to you, Chase Benji's. I got other topics to cover, so I think I'm gonna close this one out if we don't get nobody else on. It's a lot of stuff that I gotta go live about. So if I might have time to do another one today, but I don't know. Because I want to talk about Marlon Wayans coming out saying that it's okay for men to wear dresses.
Wow.
And you know, to this day,
Wait, he said that shit?
And he went even further than, listen, let me tell you something. I'm a leave, and I think I'm gonna come back and we can do this one. But do me a favor, chat. Hit the Cashapp, hit the like button, share button, and I'm gonna be bringing y'all some content. But yes, support the platform so we can keep on growing and get our numbers up and get our professionalism up and get more stuff to make the show more better. So appreciate that. But yeah, here we go right here. Drop a one if y'all interested in that topic for Sit Down with Sanchez. You know, I made this channel for stuff like this. We also can talk about the Shay Shay tape and his gay stylist coming out him now saying that he was gay all along. So, I mean, it's a lot of little topics like that we can do over here with the Sit Down, because this channel, it is kind of catered toward the celebrity gossip. But however, I don't like to call it gossip, because even though we talking on trendy topics, we always giving game and teaching moments with it. And so, yeah, Marlon Wayans came out and spoke about wearing a dress, and he said, yeah, he can wear a dress and still feel like a man, and that y'all tripping. So, yeah. That's what he said.
He just got to be shaved. That's the real point.
Yeah. Oh, Marlon Wayans. And when you listen to his explanations and how he breaking it down, somebody got to roast this and review it and mop the flow with him. Because, like I said, like when I do these, I'm really trying to battle to protect the image of the black man. Like I keep telling y'all, we are our own worst enemy. And we got a lot of black guys representing us like Boosie, Puff Daddy, Marlon Wayans. These are degenerates. I hate to say it. You know, these guys don't care about men abusing women, and they also don't care about men acting like women. And you can't be both of those. Y'all, like, it's a weird dynamic with the black man to where he don't care about seeing a woman getting stumped out, and he don't care about seeing a man who stumped her out act like a woman. I'll never be able to grasp that. What up, my sister, Jaden Stewart? Welcome back. to the people in the chat room that's dropping ones, right? I'm gonna come back and do the Marlon Wayans joint in the future. I think y'all will like this review of this black man trying to explain to the young black men how they can still wear dresses and feel like a man and be a man. Now look, ain't no white man doing this. You see? Ain't no white man, you know, going up there saying it's okay to wear dresses and still be a man. Even Jim Carrey wore a dress, but he don't go up there and be a hero for men in dresses. That's the black man doing that. And I'm going to call him out for it.
Peace and love, everybody. Thanks for having me on.
But yeah, I'm going peace and love. I'm going to shut this one down though, but I'm going to get y'all back though. Yeah, I'll be back to do Marlon Wayans. We out. Peace and love. Appreciate all y'all support in the chat room.